Can you hear me now?
Yes.
How you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Not too bad. Your name's Steve.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, Steve. And you found us on, was it Biz Buy Sell or was it
I
BizQuest?
believe so, yeah.
Awesome. And did you get a chance to check out any of the emails from us?
I kind of briefly went through, yes.
Okay. Happy to answer any questions for you. How can I help?
So the main thing for, like, how long is the house, hey, how is the house acquired?
How long is it required?
No, how is it acquired and for how long is it able to be used for Airbnb?
Typically, we find houses and we're able to lease them for 2 to 3 years. I see you got the 480. So are you here locally
Yes, sir.
in Scottsdale or Phoenix?
I'm in Phoenix. I work in Scottsdale.
Okay. So yeah, like we're just finding properties and we're just we usually get a contract for 2 to 3 year lease.
Okay. And they know it's being used for Airbnb?
Yeah, they have to approve that, correct?
Okay. Um, what exactly is required from, I guess, me?
Nothing. It's just basically like this company, alldonconsulting.com. I've been working on this for 2 years. The idea of it is to set up absentee remote-based businesses for our clients. They got started in the e-commerce space, and now we've diversified into, as you see, Airbnb, Uber. We're constantly testing out new business models. So it really is just like an upfront fee of 20,000, and then you're hiring our team to handle the services for you. So that includes finding the property, handling the interior design, doing the marketing, generate the bookings, and the property management.
Oh, so the cleaning and everything once the guest leaves.
Yeah, we will hire the maids as well. Yes.
Okay.
Something's like blocking my
Um,
eyes. I can't see.
I had my questions written down and I unfortunately cannot find them.
No worries, man. Take your time. It's Saturday. I just started my day.
Oh, that's good. You said 20 grand, right?
Yeah, it's 20 for the Airbnb.
Okay. My goodness. That was my main question was the length. So they are actually leased from owners. Whose name is on the lease?
The way Paramount has it structured, they have it where like their company's on the name of all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So like they're assuming the liability of any slips and falls, breakages and such.
Okay. And then come payday, do you guys get paid and you split off my part or?
Payday, the company pays you directly.
Okay, so they get all the payments and then they send me my portion.
Yeah, I currently don't get any of that. No.
And how long generally after one signs up does is a house acquired generally?
Typically takes like somewhere between 30 to 45 days to find the house.
Okay.
And the second month is the furnishing, and then third month is when the marketing starts.
All right, so we're looking at probably 3 months before we get anyone in a house.
Uh, yeah,
Give or take.
she says first check comes in 90 days. So it's like typically you're not going to get your guest until somewhere between day 60 to day 90.
Okay. And they're all in Scottsdale, right?
Scottsdale, we have it in Tempe as well.
Okay, I guess I should say
Yeah, like
Arizona.
all in this area, yeah.
Okay.
Tempe, Phoenix, Scottsdale.
I think that's most of my questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like. It seems like it's very hands off for me.
That was the whole point, Steve. And if you don't mind me asking, man, what's your background?
So I am currently a banquet bartender. I moved to Miami in 2017 Phoenix from Miami in 2017. And I was looking to get into real estate, specifically multifamily. Once I started looking, the multifamily housing it's kind of going through what we're going through with single family now. People were paying 25% over cash. So it was just very hard to find any properties that actually cash flowed.
Yep.
And then come COVID, I was out of work for 9 months. So I just started going back a couple months ago to work, and I tried to go get pre-approved for a house, and I'm essentially priced out of the market right now. Where I want to live. I don't want to live down in South Mountain or whatnot. So I kind of just have to sit back. I mean, I'm trying to weigh my options. Do I want to sit back and wait for this market to cool down? Do I want to start buying rental properties in other states? Because I lived in Kansas most of my life.
Uh-huh.
And then I started looking at, maybe I hold off because I would love to buy a house. I'm renting now. I would love to buy a house to live in.
Yeah.
And then eventually rent that out. So I'm kind of like, maybe I should just focus on upping my income. Like I contemplated quitting my job and getting a sales job, but I make pretty decent money and my schedule is decent. So to me, it almost makes more sense to take the cash I have, maybe buy a business or two, and then try again here in a year or so when the market cools down. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm not trying to replace my income now. I'm just trying to more supplement it.
You're trying to scale it a little bit. So what is, if you don't mind me asking, what are you at like monthly right now?
In terms of
With your
income?
like current income or your current job, yeah. Or
So that's different. So
any other businesses?
pre-COVID, I was making 65 grand in about 9 months, and I have the summer off. This year, obviously, 2020, I made 30 grand. This year, I'm right around 30. I think our fall is going to be very busy. Right now, I've got like 3 shifts this week, 2 next week. So my income currently is not a lot. I generally just kind of live off my savings for these 3 months.
Got it.
But generally,
that's at a bar?
I'd say about 7,000 to 8,000 monthly is what I bring in.
You're saying, yeah, I was about to say, so you're saying people aren't coming into the bars right now?
So I'm a banquet bartender, so we are different.
Yeah, what is that?
We have events, and our corporate events just aren't what they were. Our weddings this year have gone probably triple because of California being closed down, but they're reopened. So I'm kind of thinking these next 2 months are going to be really slow now that California reopened.
Yeah. It'll probably pick up in like September, right?
Yeah, September we get back to about 600,000 business, and we just go.
It's not hot and like evil.
Yeah, no one likes 115 degrees.
Yeah,
We're pretty
exactly.
locals here now. Mm-hmm. I work at Ondas in Scottsdale.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. So you're doing like 7K on good months, and then, but the problem is like it's not right now.
Yeah, I make $900 last pay period. So it does, like during the summer, I'm definitely up and down. Generally, I'm making 3 to 5 per pay period.
Got it. And then you've got a nice little nest egg though.
Yeah, I've got right now 16 grand. I've got a car I'm working on flipping, which will probably put another 6 grand in. So right now I actually do not have the cash. I have plenty of credit. I don't know, depending on how we are able to do payments. I've got plenty of credit available.
Yeah.
To make up the 3,000 that I'm short.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good, man. And you're good at sales?
Yeah, so I did door-to-door sales before in Miami. That's what moved me to Miami from Kansas. I was doing door-to-door sales.
Got it. What were you selling?
AT&T Uverse.
Okay, got it.
So it was all right. I've been looking at like more solar sales jobs out here. I'd like something that
man, that's too hot, bro.
I agree. That's why I haven't really jumped on it.
Don't do that.
I really want to walk around in
Don't do
115
it.
degrees.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. Sounds good, Steve. So, what would be the biggest reason why you wouldn't move forward with an opportunity like this? Like, what do you want to see from me, from my company, to be like, oh, this is like, I'll put my money here.
All right, so I'm hesitant for really anything. I've been just kind of exploring all my options. At the beginning of the pandemic, I tried to do a Amazon FBA store, and I probably lost about 8 grand in terms of the product and the mentor fees and all that stuff. I also made the mistake of spreading myself too thin. I tried to release 2 products, and I had about 5 grand in real estate marketing going on at the same time. So I just ran out of money for marketing.
Yeah.
I have now since then built my savings back up. That's my biggest holdup is I have to make sure that I'm not just throwing my money around away.
Yep. That makes perfect sense, man. Awesome. And what would be like a great situation? Like, what would be like the best result for you? So, like you said, you're making 7K a month now. Like, what is like the top line income that you want to be making like a year from now, 6 months?
Are you talking specifically with one Airbnb property
Just
or
in general, man. Like, how can like what?
Okay.
Where do you see
So my
yourself?
ultimate
Where do you
goals
see
would
yourself?
be
Do you want to keep
to-
working as a banquet bar? Do you have another career plan that if you had the income, what are you passionate about? Stuff like that.
I don't see myself leaving my banquet job in a year, strictly because the income, the benefits, all that will help with my other goals.
Yeah.
In 1 year though, I would like to at least close to match what I'm making if I'm making about $4,000 a month, I'd say that'd be a decent little, that'd be a good starting point. I'd say maybe in 4 years, I'd like to completely leave my job.
Got it. Awesome. How old are you, Steve?
36, so that'd put me at
36.
40.
Got it. I think it's 100% realistic, man.
I agree. I just have to figure out the vehicle I'm going to use to do so. Right now, I'm heavily invested in crypto, so I'm not really doing much investing in terms of, like, all my money is essentially just going into savings to either buy a house or a business.
Awesome. Do you have a full Bitcoin?
I have 2.3.
Cool. Steve, I appreciate you sharing all this with me, man. I definitely can help you out. Like, you're talking to the right guys. So if you don't mind, I'll share you my background and I'll explain how I can help you out. It's definitely more than what you anticipated originally.
Let's do it.
So like I said, my name is Ryan Morgan. I'm from New York. I moved to Scottsdale about a year ago. And if you check out my site, alldoneconsulting.com, I've been the business broker for multiple opportunities. I got started in the Amazon space. I've done eBay, Shopify, Walmart, now Uber, Airbnb. We also, if you see on our site, we do Bitcoin mining as well. And really, like what I was doing before this, I was fundraising for like tech startups. That's my passion, is like raising money for like technology. But then before I was doing this, I was like in the Philippines trying to raise money for that, like 800 grand for an idea, while doing freelance copywriting to pay my bills. Had to give up on that, go back to my mom's house at 26, start working at selling these Amazon stores, and that's how I got to where I am today. And since I got started about 2.5 years ago, I've represented 12 different companies, had almost 80 clients come through with almost 2 million in sales. And it was about 2 weeks ago, Steve, I had this epiphany that I could add way more value to all my clients, pretty much eliminate the risk and deliver more value. And what I realized, Steve, I was like, man,